Guys, tonight we are getting ready to can some tomatoes that I had in the freezer. We had to clean out some space in the freezer for Thanksgiving food this week. I did have a whole pot of tomatoes in there that I had frozen because I didn't have time to mess with them earlier in the season. So we are canning those today. I've already cooked the tomatoes and added in some seasoning, some garlic, and some dried basil also from our garden. That's been cooking on the stove all day. I kind of just cooked it down, trying to cook out a lot of the liquid. Now we are boiling our mason jars to make sure that they are nice and clean and warm so that we can go ahead and get these tomatoes canned. Now I've already measured the tomatoes as I ran them through the food processor a little bit ago, and I know that I've got 48 ounces of tomatoes once they were cooked down and pureed. So we have 3 jars that we're boiling right now with the lids and the rings, and let me show you what all we need to do. Okay guys, you can see here behind me, our pot is boiling, so we're about to get our cans out, or our glass jars and lids and everything. Let me take you over here to it. You can see they are ready. The spaghetti sauce is ready. So we're gonna pull these out and put them over here on a towel to dry. Okay, we have our jars ready to go, and I've got my wide mouth funnel here, so we're just going to fill our jars up with the spaghetti sauce, and then we will get them ready for the water bath canning. Okay, here is our first jar here. Another important thing is to add in 2 tablespoons of 5% acidity vinegar. I use the distilled white, or you could use apple cider or whatever kind you want to use. 2 tablespoons per pint jar. You can just put that in the bottom and then add your tomatoes on top. So a pint is a 16-ounce jar, so just figure that based on whatever size jar you're canning with. And as for our headspace, it needs to be about a 1/2 inch. If you've got a canning kit, it should have this, but it's about, let me see if I can show you, about right in that area. So we're going to put this on here, and then you just gently tighten it, not super tight. Now let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this one did not make a full jar, so we're just going to save that one and eat it maybe this week sometime. So I'll just set that one in the refrigerator, and we'll just water bath can these other 2. In case you didn't see on the first jar, you do want to make sure that it's dry all the way around so that you get a good seal. If you've got any moisture, it can affect the seal. Got that on. Okay guys, we are back over here. We're going to lower these 2 jars into the water. And you want to make sure that if you've got hot sauce, meaning you just cooked your tomatoes, that your jars are warm and sterilized as well. That's why you don't really need to sterilize your jars until you're ready to process, because you're going to want warm product to go into a warm jar. Otherwise, it could crack or explode or anything like that. You don't want any of those things to happen. So we are just going to turn the heat up and bring this to a little boil, and then as it cools down here in a little while, you will hear it pop, and I'll turn the video back on so that hopefully we can catch that on camera and you can hear them seal. Hey guys, we are back in the kitchen. Our 40 minutes just flew by for us to boil the jars of tomato sauce. So I'm getting ready to pull these out so that you guys can see how they cool and how they will pop, and let us know once they have sealed. Hey guys, Future Shayla here. And unfortunately, when I went back to edit my footage, I realized that I have lost my tomato recording. So when I went to upload it, somehow it did not make the transfer. And so I'm going to have to end the video here. We did get those tomatoes canned. They did seal properly and everything. But I also have some strawberry jam in the freezer that I've got to get canned in the next week or so. Keep your eyes open for that video because I will have that posted within the next couple of weeks, and I will make sure to get the pop of those jars sealing when I make that video. So just stay tuned for that, and remember to go the second mile today for somebody in your life and with your resources. Thanks for watching.